In this week's podcast, I make Simon drink water from a glass cup and then a so-called blessed cup. Let's see what happens.
What is it about that specific cup, though, that makes you feel different? Because I drank from it, and for me, the water within that cup versus the glass cup, it was cooler. It was more refreshing.
Right? So you said the right word. It was more refreshing.
It was more refreshing, but because it was from a metal cup that can contain temperature.
That's your logic
from a scientific view, right? And I'm just saying from a scientific view.
Yeah.
It's cooler water. Tastes better.
Sure.
Nobody likes piss-ass warm water.
Okay.
Right? Versus the glass cup, which is different, can't hold a temperature like it would a metal cup.
So you know what your mind is doing now.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
So your mind is trying to logicalize. It's trying to make the situation logical.
Okay.
It's trying to say, hey, Simon, why did you like that cup of water?
Sure.
Hold up. It was the same water. You just drank it from different surfaces.
Right.
So is there something there from different surface?
Is there something there, or is
There's
it
a different surface from drinking a water from paper or plastic?
Well,
then there's a difference of drinking water from a metal. Think about that for a second. So let's just hypothesize for a second.
Okay.
If there's a difference of drinking water from paper or plastic, then there's a difference of water drinking from metal. Okay? Are you following me?
There is.
So if there is that, why? Why is that?
So the question why could be broken down into many different subjects, right? From a spiritual aspect or from a scientific aspect.
Okay,
it's
give
different.
me the scientific aspect.
Scientific aspect, this metal cup can hold a different temperature versus...
How do you even know? Like, you don't even know that.
How do you know that...
You're just making shit up right now.
Am I making shit up? Or how do you know that from a spiritual aspect, the metal cup holds a different...
Very good. Yes, I don't know that.
It can go both ways.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it from one point of view. You can look at it from a different... No. Well, you are saying it just as confident.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm not saying you're wrong, and you're not saying I'm wrong. We're looking at it from two different aspects.
Okay.
And we're conflicting arguments right now.
Well, no, all I'm saying is, brother, like, you're saying, like, that your point in terms of drinking from... Let's bring it back to where it was.
Sure.
Drinking from the metal cup is scientific. Somehow you can logically explain it.
So logically explain it to me. Why was it that
the
water, the same tap water that was poured into a glass cup and a metal cup is different? Why does the metal cup taste better than the glass cup?
Yeah, exactly. You tell me that.
I'm asking you.
Why wouldn't you tell me that? You're the fucking person.
Because I've given you my point of view on it. I'm like, the metal can maintain a different temperature.
So that's why you liked it better?
Because it was
This
cooler.
is the fucking temperature?
It is. Because
it's not. Let me tell you something.
It's cooler water.
No.
It's cooler water.
Let me tell you something. That's not the reason.
Tell me.
And
tell
you
me.
know
That's
that.
what I want to know.
And you know that.
No, I need to know from you. Tell me. Give me your explanation, because I'm telling you what I'm seeing, and you don't agree with what I'm saying. That's why you're fighting the argument
I'm
as
not
hard
fighting.
as you are.
Listen.
Where's my baby?
Where? There is no reason that there's a difference in temperature within that few duration. Okay? If I were to pour water in this and pour water in that and make you drink it, there's no difference in temperature. That was very quick.
It is very quick.
Okay?
But it's the same thing like an
can't
explosion.
you just expect...
Go ahead.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
Can't you just accept that there is something bigger than you know is going on?
There is something bigger
Than you know is going on.
than I know is going on because my mind is very simple.
That's you know what? I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my mind is very simple.
Your mind is simple, my mind is simple. But that's, if you break it down from a scientific point, you can talk about things like, and I'm going to use an explosion as an example, because it's molecules that instantaneously change like this.
Okay.
Right? You pour gasoline on fire and it gets bigger instantaneously, more than the normal mind can comprehend. It can just happen.
What's your point right now?
The point I'm trying to make is you're saying, what's the difference between the two? You can't comprehend the difference between the two.
No, I'm not saying that.
Temperature between the two shouldn't matter, but it does matter because you poured water, the same water, into a glass cup versus a metal cup, and a metal cup can change the temperature faster than a glass cup.
I made you drink the water within like
seconds, right? But a fire can happen within seconds.
Why are you fighting this?
I'm not fighting it. I'm just giving you an explanation. I'm giving you an argument because somebody else could throw this in your face.
Yeah, that's fine. But I want to know how you feel. Do you truly feel like there is a difference, but there's something spiritual and different about that?
Well,
or do you feel like
that's the thing?
Ray feels completely different about this shit?
I couldn't even give you a full answer because I'm a 50-50 guy. I'm 50 scientific person, but I'm also 50 religious person.
Okay.
Right? And that's the thing. Within years and years, science and religion have always been conflicting with each other. Whether you're spiritual, that's a religion, or you're scientific, where it's facts, hardcore facts. I need to know. If not, if it doesn't make sense, I don't believe it.
Right.
It conflicts with each other.
So you're just kind of torn.
I'm torn. I'm in the middle. I don't know what I believe, whether I'm on the other 50% side or I'm on the other 50%
let me
side.
ask you this, Simon. Do you feel like there's things that you don't know?
Of course. There are a lot of things I don't know.
Okay. Do you feel like there are things that there are mystical, spiritual properties in life that you don't understand?
Yes, absolutely. There are things that cannot be explained out in the universe. No matter how many people try and justify facts, and they're like, "Oh my God, this works because of these properties." It still doesn't make sense to me personally. It doesn't make sense to me, right? And that's why I'm stuck. I'm right in the middle of the 50-50, because there are some things that can be explained with science, but then there are some things that cannot be explained with science, right? And that's a spiritual religion thing. So, like I said, I'm in the middle. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you 100% what I feel towards it, because I'm on both ends. I think of things in one way, but I also think of things in another way. So that's currently where I sit personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if for
that cup could have spiritual properties to it, we don't know. We will never know. That's the thing. We will never know.
Okay, that's actually very interesting. I mean, for those that are listening, of course. I'm a big believer of the unknown.
Sure, okay, and that's totally fine.
I actually thrive of the unknown. I know Simon does too. He acts like a skeptic, but he loves it as well, and he loves the unknown as well.
Well, that's the thing. I'm very open. I'm open. I like to learn about new things. I like to think about things in a different way. I like people to give me their opinions.
Yeah.
And then think about it and think, oh, okay, well, yeah, that could be a possibility. Like, who's to say it's not? But at the same time, people have also proven through scientific fact that this is wrong or this is wrong. But then again, who knows? We don't know. Nobody really knows.
The thing is, man, when you say that, you know, people have also proven this and that and that, like, so many things have gotten disproven over the years.
Sure.
Right? Like, let's just take us back 100 years. 100 years is not even that much, by the way.
It's not.
Like, compared to, like the span of humanity. Or a lifetime, or just anything.
Well, fuck. People thought the world was fucking flat.
Thank you. I was just literally gonna
Oh,
say
sorry.
that.
I took that from you, didn't I?
So, on that basis, like, they thought it was flat, right? So, obviously, we've evolved. We've changed our mindset towards how we think scientifically.
Sure.
There is so much more we can change our mindset towards.
Of course.
There's so much more that people can change their mindset for, right?
Sure.
And, like, who's to say what is right and what is wrong?
Well, that's the thing. Who's to
Like,
say?
you don't even know.
Who's
So
to
if
say?
we lived fucking 100 years or 50, I don't even know, like 50 years, 100 years, whatever, that many years ago that we thought that Earth was flat. Like, that was the truth. Like, imagine living in that time and that was the truth. And people coming up to you and saying, hey, the Earth was round. And people were like, what the fuck? You're crazy.
It's always been flat.
So what if I said something ridiculous to you right now? What if I said something like, your intentions is your reality. What you intend, what you want is what you live.
See, now,
It would blow your mind.
it would blow... Well, here's the thing. To most people, it would blow my mind. But I'm not most people. I have an open mind towards subjects that are brought to my attention. I am okay. I will definitely think outside the box. That's what most people should do. Right? I mentioned earlier that scientific proven facts is something that I do believe in, but yet I also believe in this, right? Bottom line, what I'm trying to get into is that I'm open. Somebody could tell me the world is fucking square, and I will say, well, you know what? What proof do you have to it? Like, I am open to it. I will say, hey, bring me some facts. Bring what makes you think that the world is square. And if they brought some logical facts to the table, I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of interesting because nobody really knows everything. Nobody knows everything. These are just hypotheses that people have brought up. Just ideas. They're like, hey, oh my god, the world is flat. And then somebody was proven wrong. It's actually fucking a sphere. And that's just through years and years and years of trial and error, right? And we 100 years, like you said, 100 years is not very long time, but look how much we've discovered within 100 years. So you think 100 years going forward?
Yeah, in the future.
How much are we supposed to know now? It's 2018. So fucking 2118. How much are we gonna discover then? You know, dude, like, life is a journey. We're just gonna keep learning as we go. So,
Simon, in my mind, you know where you are?
where am I?
You're like in the cusp.
Is that the middle? Because that's where I
Yeah.
feel I am.
Yeah, you are. Spiritually, you're in the cusp. You're not really taking a side. You're very open to many opinions and opportunities.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I'm definitely open. I can't just commit to one side. I don't feel comfortable committing to one side because, like I said, people have proven, air quotes, scientific facts. But at the same time, people like 50 to 100 years ago have, air quotes, proven scientific facts, and they were wrong. The world was not flat. It's fucking round.
I think the main thing is how you're like literally on the fence spiritually
And scientifically.
No, not even like science doesn't even matter at this point.
Well, it's a big thing that a lot of people believe
Yeah.
in, just the same thing as religion. A lot of people believe in religion. A lot of people believe in scientific facts. I'm on the cusp of it. I'm right in the middle, and I'm comfortable in the middle. I go.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I don't know. This may sound a little cliche or stupid, but
but that's the thing. It's not. I will tell you right now, I don't think anything is ever stupid. It's your opinion. As an individual, you're entitled to an opinion. That's freedom of speech.
Dude, when you know, you just know. And the funny thing is...
Okay.
Have you ever had that feeling? When you know, when you feel something, you just know it's right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that?
I have had that.
So...
Been alive 27 years. There's definitely a point in time in my life where
I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Felt that.
And you just know, right? You just gut feeling. You just, okay, this is it. And there's something towards that. There's something to that. And I'm not saying that I'm a fucking guru. I'm this and that and that. No, nothing to that set. And then we talked about this earlier. Ego-wise, I'm nobody. I don't want to identify as anything.
That's fair. I'm the same way.
I'm a fucking. I'll clean the washroom for you. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just nobody. Okay, but when you like, honestly, I'm talking to you right now, Simon. Like, I'm trying to get to this point in my life that when you know spiritually that you're good or you're headed towards the right direction, you know it.
Sure. And that's totally fine. You as an individual, if you feel like you're headed in the right direction that you've set up for yourself, great. That's great. A lot of people can say that. And a lot of people think about it the way we think about it.
Yeah.
They just go through their everyday lives. They go to work 40 hours a week, they get their paycheck, they pay their bills, they buy their whatever to get themselves through the rest of the week, they go back to work. It's just a repetitive cycle. I know I meet a lot of people through my job.
Yeah.
And everybody tries to fit in, and that's not always good, right? Because you put a cap on yourself.
Right.
You put a cap on yourself. You just want to fit in. This person likes.
What do you mean put a cap on you?
Like this. So, this person, I'm a consultant. I go to different companies, and I apply IT services to those companies, and to fit in with the people that work with that company, I will put a, air quote, cap on myself. So I will shape, shift, and mold my being so that I can fit in with the current people that sit there. This guy likes hockey, I will be the hockey guy. This guy likes Pokemon, I will be the Pokemon guy.
Okay.
Right? Whether it's true to myself, doesn't matter. I want to fit in. Right? When I hang out with you, I do these podcasts and stuff. I can be myself. I can look you right in the face and say, you know what? I drank from 2 different glasses. The metal glass tastes better because I feel it's metal. It holds a different temperature, and it was cooler, and it was more refreshing for me in the current environment that I sit in right now, which was hot upstairs. I can tell you that. I can look you right in the face.
You said it so good, too.
I know. I can tell you that though, and you and I will giggle, we'll laugh, but you understand.
I definitely
you
understand.
understand my
But you
point.
said it so perfectly. It's so hilarious. You're like this.
That's what
Done.
that's what I'm saying though. I just said that to you, and you respected my decision. You were
I
like,
do.
hey, you know what? Simon just gave his honest opinion. How can I argue with that? Whether there's religion or a spiritual aspect to it, or there's a scientific aspect, it doesn't matter. Simon just gave his actual opinion, his feelings towards it. How can I be mad at that? That's my brother. I expect it from him.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't want him to lie to me. I want him to give me the actual truth. And you're okay with it. And that's what I respect most out of anything right now.
Really?
Yes, I do.
So that's a weird thing. Like, why wouldn't somebody be okay with that?
Because as a natural response, people want to fit in. They want to be liked.
So they would like agree with you?
That's
or,
what
like,
they do. They shape shift
Okay.
and mold themselves.
Really?
They do. I've seen it tons of times. As a consultant, as a IT consultant, and I've worked for many different companies. Through my company, I've supported
Don't say your
14
company,
or
though.
13 of their clients,
Mhm.
and I've met all kinds of people between actual staff and actual clientele. I've met a lot of different people, and they all act very funny in a corporate environment, not even just a retail environment. In a corporate environment, they all act the same. They all want to fit in. No matter what the case may be, they have beliefs themselves. They don't care. They just want to fit in. They will change the way they think so that they fit in. It's really funny, but it's the truth.
How do you feel about that?
I don't agree with it. But at the same time, I mean, business is business, right? When you ask a question like that, you gotta also take into fact that business is business.
That's the suckiest thing. by
It
the
is.
way.
It is the shittiest thing ever, but unfortunately, that's the outcome of it.
Yeah.
You can't really do too much. Business is business. When you start mixing business into the equation, it's totally different. Everybody's about money. Money, 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 money. It doesn't matter.
So back to this water thing.
Let's go back to the water thing.
You tasted a difference, right?
I did.
And your logical mind is saying, oh, there's a difference in temperature. Of course, this temperature tastes cooler, so it tastes better.
It did because of the environment.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's what I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
So, would you accept that there's a different property involved? That there's something that you maybe don't know? Man, maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, you.
I'm just going off of what I felt at that
So
situation.
you accept, something that maybe you don't know. Maybe there's something mystical or different involved in that cup that you drank, and you have a different reaction towards.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not ruling that out at all whatsoever.
So what makes you accept that? Why
What
would
makes
you
me
even
accept that?
fucking accept that?
Because I'm
It
in
sounds
the middle.
crazy.
No, it doesn't. Because I'm in the middle of the 50-50.
No, that's fine. But specifically you, why would you accept that?
Specifically me, because I'm in the middle of the 50-50. I'm open to both sides.
I don't know. I'm literally asking you
I know what you're literally
why
asking.
you would be okay with that. That sounds crazy. It sounds like witchcraft, no?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all to me whatsoever. You have people that travel all over the world that go to these third
You're telling me right now
I am. I'm telling you right now.
something about this fucking cup
Yeah.
is different,
I am. I'm telling you right now.
and you're
I
saying
have
that's
met-
accepted.
I have met people who are executive owners of companies who travel to third world countries and have been told, if you drink from this bowl, if you eat from this cloth, if you, whatever the case may be, if
That's
you
so
do
interesting.
something...
I never, by the way, viewers, I never knew this of him. But okay, that's fine.
You learning today.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm telling you, I've met high-end people who have money, who travel all the time. I've met people and have told me that they've traveled to this specific country, this specific area of the world, and have eaten from a piece of cloth or drank from a bowl that has been blessed by some type
And
of
it's different.
priest or whatever. It's different to them, and they believe it. They totally believe it.
Just like you believe that cup tasted different.
Right, that cup tasted different. It could have not been. It could have just been plain water. But in my mindset, in my taste buds, whatever the case may be, it tasted different. That's the same thing these people have experienced, right? So, like I said, I'm open. I'm completely open. I'm not saying I'm completely right, you're wrong, you're stupid, whatever. You don't make any sense to me at all. Fuck, you could be right and I could just sound stupid right now. It doesn't matter to me. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's the thing about going through this journey of life, is nobody knows.
Well, that's something to think about, ain't it?
It is. It totally is. Nobody really knows until we kick the bucket and die and see if there's anything after our current life right now. Who knows? We could die tomorrow, and then from there we could go to a higher existence and see whether or not we were right, or we could just become fucking fertilizer for grass that animals eat. Who knows? That's the whole journey of life. We just have to go through it and see what happens from there.
Thanks for listening, and if you liked what you heard and have feedback for future topics, please email us at dhcconvos, that's dhcconvos@gmail.com. Please make sure to comment your thoughts on this week's topic below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content. Until next time, this is Ray and Simon on DHC.